and welcome everyone. My name is Yoshi from Neverwinter Uncensored, and today I'd like to get a little console prep talk going for Module 13. In anticipation of any release, there's a couple things you can do to prepare for the upcoming module, and Lost City of Omo is no different. So in this video, I'd like to work through my quick prep list and hand out some farm suggestions. Please note though that this is not meant to be a complete list of all the changes. We have a more comprehensive post on the blog up about what Module 13 will bring. So in case you're interested in that, I'm going to link that in the description below. With that being said, let's start our prep talk in the Stronghold, because the first edition of Module 13 I'd like to talk about is Masterwork Professions. There's a whole new tier of recipes, which means you are going to need tons of guild marks again in case you plan to unlock them. So you basically can't do wrong intensifying your efforts to farm guild marks. And even if you're no master crafter yourself, there are two new explorers cases available in the shop as well. So you can also buy them for guild marks, farm them, supply others, and make decent ADs. For a little more information on Masterworks and all the resources you need for the new recipes and items, we have a tool that you can work with, and I'll include that in the description. Now let's head over to Port Nyanzaru and talk about the new campaign, which by the way entirely builds on the mod 12 one. Okay, so let's see. So this is a version of the Jungles of Chult campaign that you know from module 12s, and the paths just get extended. You have the Hunts path and Advancement path and Boons path, and you need to have unlocked the last corresponding task in module 12 to be able to advance in module 13, meaning if you want to do the hunts of module 13, then you have to have unlocked the king task of module 12. Right now there's obviously not enough time left to completely play through the full campaign, but at least you can start working the path that you might still be missing. Next is the Seals of the Brave store. In module 13 you are able to buy one of the new weapon sets with Seals of the Brave, and it's actually one of the strongest sets for most DPS builds. Again, not going over your weapon choices in mod 13 here. That's also on the blog, and I'll add the link in the description below. Just know that for 1500 Seals of the Brave you will most likely get the weapon set you want. And you can obviously pre-farm the seals. Both main and offhand cost 1500 seals, meaning that one character with a 1200 cap can't do it alone. If you have two toons that have the Tomb of the Nine Gods unlocked, however, you can farm on both and then buy the weapon for one of them. The set, just like all the other primal gear from the shop, bins to account. And new artifact gear also means you might want to have the refining ingredients ready to bring the stuff to legendary ranks. Okay, so what else do we got? This is just a minor hint. So the new group content requires 12,000 item level. If you plan to unlock and try the Cradle of the Death God, you need 12,000 item level. Which brings us to a few more public service announcements. First of all, there's a change to hunt items incoming, and as you can see, I have multiple trophies of the same type in my inventory. This wasn't possible in mod. It will be in module 13. Especially for non-VIPs, this is a great change, makes farming as much easier. Not sure you were planning to go all in on hunts this week anyway, but just letting you know, it might make sense to wait for this change before you continue your hunting activities. Then there are new campaign packs available for Genie's Gifts for the Mace Engine campaign and Storm King's Thunder. And especially the bag of 10 towns treasures will be a welcomed addition, as Storm King Thunder is one of the longest campaigns to complete. The bag of Maze Engine treasures in the meantime comes with the advantage of being able to entirely skip the campaign using Genie's gifts. But please carefully check whether this makes more sense compared to the patronage tokens and Zen unlocks. Last but not least, Module 13 will introduce a new best in slot companion in a package that can be bought from the Zen market. The Charlton Tiger outperforms sellswords and con artists with a 10% debuff, 5% damage bonus on start of combat, and 3 offensive rune slots. If you want to respec into the Tiger, you need the 2500 Zen that the package costs and should obviously immediately stop gearing and upgrading your current active companions. Yeah, and that's my set of basic tips ahead of Consoles Module 13 release. If you have any useful additions or further questions, post them in our social channels, in the comments below, on our blog or message board. I hope you liked the video and see you guys next time. Don't watch your wish and count down